those of you who have the books will have some inkling of what took me so long, because it's really a mother of a book there. It's a brick. It's very long and it's very complex. Back in 2005, when I was working on Feast for Crows, and Feast for Crows was getting longer and longer, and I hit the length of Storm of Swords, which had been, at that point, the longest book in the series, and I was nowhere near the end, so I was looking at a significantly longer book, and my publishers and I made the decision to split the book in two. At that point, I had about 1,500 pages of manuscript, and I pulled out 500 pages, leaving the 1,000 pages of manuscript that became A Feast for Crows. And at that point, my calculations were, okay, I have 500 pages here, and the book that I'm just about to publish is 1,000 pages, so I need to write about another 500 pages to have a manuscript of equivalent size. And I made, of course, the faithful statement that it would take me about a year. It took me rather longer than that, partly because there were a lot more pages that needed to be written. Dance in manuscript itself was 1,500 pages, and in fact it was close to 1,700 pages when I finally turned it in and made about 100 pages worth of cuts and trims, and moved another 100 pages or so into Winds of Winter to get it to its present size. So there were 500 pages more to write than I had initially anticipated back in 2005. In addition to that, when I actually got into writing Dance, I didn't like some of those 500 pages that pulled out of Feast. I've been trying very hard to finish that book. I'd made some decisions to a good stopping point for particular characters that now that I looked at them, I didn't think were very good stopping points. So I wound up doing a lot of rewriting and cutting and restructuring. I